Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We all know that saying. Okay, well, don't throw the lime peel out after you use the lime juice, okay? There's some really interesting things, especially if you're looking at things from an aging and sort of antioxidant side of things. Now, there's two things that I want to cover specifically in this video. One is the antioxidant effect when it comes down to lemon and lime peel specifically. Powerful antioxidant effects that have to do with our skin cells and may translate into other components. Okay, that's a very important factor with aging and longevity. Another piece that is sort of secondary but comes along with it is atherosclerosis, right? Like we have to look at this whole piece. Like as we age, we want to be paying attention to our heart, and there's some promising evidence there. So let's go ahead and jump into some really compelling, cool research. Today's video is brought to us by Thrive Market. You can save 30% off your entire first grocery order. 30% off no matter what you order, your entire first grocery order. It's an online grocery store, but it specializes in better for you options that are highly searchable, and you can filter by different diet like keto and paleo. Super intuitive, super easy. Best part is you don't have to go to the grocery store. It shows up at your doorstep in a couple of days. So 30% off plus a $50 free gift of your choice when you use that link down below. So check them out after this video. Okay, as we age, we do have more in the way of reactive oxygen species. Now, what that means is more oxidative stressors. As our cells become less efficient at utilizing fuel, they become a little bit more like an older engine that might have to go get a smog check because otherwise it's creating a lot of waste and particles, right? This is kind of part of life as we get older. And we're not going to completely stall it, but there's some interesting evidence that demonstrates that these lime peels and these polyphenols in lime peels can play a big role in mitigating this. So there was a study that was published in the Frontiers in Nutrition. Now this looked specifically at keratinocytes, human skin cells. So it is an in vitro study. But what they did is they put these human skin cells under stress, okay? They probably exposed them to UV light, things like that. Okay, now some skin cells were treated with lemon peel, freeze-dried lemon peel that was basically the concentrated polyphenols or phenolic compounds within the lemon peel. Fascinating stuff. The skin cells that didn't have the lemon peel with it, they had a pretty poor survival rate. But when they were treated with lemon peel, the survival rate of the human skin cells was exponentially higher, significantly higher. But there was also a significant improvement in terms of the survival rate even compared to vitamin C. So vitamin C is known for being good for the skin and known as a powerful antioxidant. But here we are neglecting simple lemon and lime peel. Now, the way that this could be working here is it probably is increasing the circulating mRNA and increasing gene expression of what is called NRF2. NRF2 is sort of the response binding element, or what creates the response binding element for an antioxidant. So an antioxidant that is out neutralizing all these waste particles, it needs to bind to a response element, otherwise it can't complete its, for lack of a better term, electrical job of neutralizing an electron. So keeping it very simple, basically we're giving ourselves more docking places for the antioxidants to kind of dump off what they deal with. So we definitely need to be paying attention to them. But what about the other side that I talked about? What about this atherosclerosis piece? Now, I'm very careful to say that this isn't to step in the way of what you might be presently doing by your doctor or anything like that, but very interesting data. There was a study that was published in ARYA, atherosclerosis. Now, this study looked at rabbits for 2 months. Now, the difference between these two groups of rabbits, one group of rabbits was given 5 milliliters of lime juice, and one group was given 1 gram of lime peel. Okay, pretty fascinating results they found. They both had a considerable increase in antioxidant capacity within the blood. Okay, that ties in with that first component I talked about. Okay, but the lime juice group had an increase from about 31 to 40%, kind of in that ballpark, whereas the lime peel group had an increase of 57 to 67%. Huge difference, okay? Huge difference in lime peel versus lime juice because of the content of the polyphenols. Like the amount of phenolic compounds in the lime peel is significantly higher. Now, what does this have to do with atherosclerosis? Well, they also looked at fatty streaks, like the fat deposits that form in the arteries. Very important thing to look at. The lime juice triggered a significant reduction in the formation of those fatty streaks. The lime peel group, none. None. Okay, there were no fatty streaks. Very, very promising stuff. And then we have to look at, okay, well, what's going on here mechanistically? And it's all hypothetical. We have to kind of say, we don't know for sure, it's an animal model, but more than likely it has to do with the immune cells not being able to bind into the plaque to form what is called a foam cell. A foam cell is, just like the name implies, it's like this swelling kind of, it's when the fat kind of mixes with inflammation, macrophages, and creates this foamy blockage. Okay, so if a foam cell cannot form, you have less of the fatty streaks forming. So there's an immuno kind of modulating effect that might be occurring here, probably from the differentiation between a monocyte and a macrophage, which is complicated gobbledygook for basically it's delaying or slowing down this formation of white blood cells that are causing the problem in this case. This is all in vitro and all animal model stuff, so take it for what it's worth, but it's something easy. And when you're looking at aging and you're looking at longevity and keeping that vitality as you get older, these are very important things. People spend a lot of money on vitamin C serum, and when lime peel could be doing something just as good, well, that's kind of scary for the vitamin C serum companies, right? So as always, keep it locked in here on my channel. I'll see you tomorrow.